Shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
This is area race announcer James Rowland. Join me and Bree Van Steel every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket for the Finish Line, where we cover all things motorsports from local racing to racing around the world. Every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
There's no better way to spark a child's imagination than to get lost in the adventure of a good book. I'm Jenny Benson, president of NSEA. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child succeed. You can help by reading to your child and let your child read to you. Encourage reading in your home and make it a priority. Make reading fun and a time that you and your child look forward to spending together.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scottsbluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you want to come and text us,
if you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7. This is Bigger Than the Score, and I'm Peter Ferguson with Peter Ferguson BHS LLC on a Sunday morning, and joined as always on the ones and twos. Always appreciative of Harrison. Go ahead and holding it down. How you doing this morning, Harrison?
Yeah, doing absolutely fantastic this morning. Got some warm weather coming up, I know, but it's great on a Sunday as always. We always got a loaded slate here. So be glad for you guys to hang around all day. 402-464-5685. You can put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo channel 961. But yeah, always a great way to start the first show of the day, Bigger Than the Score here with Pete Ferguson. Pete, how you doing on this Sunday?
Yeah, I can't complain. Like you said, I think the heat's kind of that ebb and flow. I was talking with one of the parents out there a little bit earlier, and I said one of the things I do appreciate about the Southwest is, I used to live in Tucson, and kind of going into middle school was just the consistency. If it's going to be 100, it's going to be 100 for 10, 12 days or whatever else. Here, it's like that bob and weave.
Yeah.
I mean, 70, it's 80 degrees one day, and then they're like, okay, 100-degree forecast for 2 days, and then goes back down to 80. And then there was some wind this morning. Did you hear that?
No, I think I was sleeping pretty good there.
Okay,
I didn't notice it on my drive in, so maybe it died down this morning. How early?
Yeah, you know what? I lost all track of time or whatever. It's when I sent you kind of the show rundown, but I heard this wind blowing, and I was just like, I was too lazy to get up and open the window to see what was going on. But like I said, the weather. Again, we gotta give thanks. I mean, we haven't had any severe weather for a little bit of time, and I know we experienced some earlier, I think in May, and the individuals down in Houston. I know we've got Amon, who's stationed down there, and experiencing power outages and severe weather. And so, with all that being said, I mean, thankful for that we got some sunshine and we can go out and do some things. And so, with that being said, for those being impacted by the severe weather, please, like I said, our thoughts and our just well wishes are with you. And like I said, if you get a chance, get out today. It's summer is kind of coming. It seems like after the 4th of July coming to an end. Even though I heard earlier this week with AD and a couple of the other ones talking about fireworks and everything else, that was one of the things that he said. Do you think the 4th of July is over? Well, no, it was like July 10th, and you were still hearing fireworks go off. So I think they were celebrating the countdown to the first Husker home game or something, because I have no clue, because I was hearing them in our area.
Okay, yeah, I mean, above my head, I'm not sure either then. I'm not too aware, but yeah, with that being said, I know we got a little bit of a short time on this first segment, so Pete, just give a quick rundown. I know you've been pretty busy these past few weekends, so to give everybody a little bit update on what you've been up to?
I keep forgetting before I get in the studio, but when I come in the studio before we leave, but I just want to first off just thank individuals who've listened. I think during the week, I know sometimes 8 o'clock people are either getting ready for different things on Sunday, brunch or going to service or whatever it might be. So they say they listen during the week and have shot some really just kind notes about guests and everything. And so I really do want to just express my appreciation for those who have listened in the past, those who are currently listening, and then to those future listeners, individuals like Magic. Hadn't seen. I just want to give a shout out to him. I like to say he's kind of the OG listener of the station.
Absolutely. Shout out Magic.
But Magic just has definitely been somebody who has just been instrumental and just really uplifted and coming in and visited the scholars. And so want to thank them. This week got the opportunity to go to my old basketball coach. I want to have him on here one time. I gotta hold back because I know he's gonna share some stories. I was gonna share my basketball and my athletic proudness, but he really keeps it real. But Coach Mike Trader was the high school basketball coach at Bryan and Omaha, and then long time at Hastings College, really successful. But he is somebody next to my father, like I said, credit, kind of turned me from a boy into a man. And not only knew the game, but knew how to develop people. And so for years, he's run the Mike Trader basketball clinic, and it's been all across the state. And I got the opportunity to go down to Doane College where he was having his and just speak for, 20, 30 minutes with the scholars and do some engagement. And our real focus was on just being focused and competing. And, for somebody 70 years old, got to see his family and don't get to say thank you enough to those people. We always talk about relationship matters and what love is. And he just exemplifies that. And so got to do that, doing some planning with our scholars for the upcoming school year with our scholar equity cadre. Got a shout out to all of them. I don't want to say their names because I'll forget one of them and they will call me out because they are following on Instagram, but they listen on Sunday mornings, but they came in on their own time and really developed the foundation for what we're going to do during the course of the year. And so excited about a lot of the plans that they have and some things that the station's going to be supportive of. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And just got an opportunity, like I said, family, got to do some things, hit and miss with that. And last thing, got to go up to Omaha and engage. And I put on my Twitter, on my social media, I had some phenomenal table mates at a retreat that just was a time to get poured into. And not always be on, but also have individuals do a phenomenal job. And so Johnny and Riddell over there at First National Bank up in Omaha did a phenomenal job of facilitation. So I want to give them their flowers in this space because was something that was really needed. So I'm appreciative of that and just enjoying summer. So I want to turn the tables on you just a little bit as we get into our guests. Summer, I don't want to say coming to an end. The heat wave's about to come, but summer's coming. Summer looks a little bit different right now. I think for some of our young folks, and we're going to ask them, we got Aubrey and we got Dominic in here, and I'm going to pose this question to them. What defines summer? What's an activity that defines summer for you?
Man, that's a fantastic question. What defines summer for me? Well, summing up in one word, when I was younger.
When you were young, yeah.
Freedom.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
That's the most time, my dad always made jokes. I can't remember. Controlled chaos is what he'd call my friend groups. Because, especially when you're growing up, you get to that age where nobody has cars and you just have a bunch of bikes.
Okay.
So it'd be about 13 of us riding around town all summer long, just on our little bikes. And, yeah, it was just remember that part. You have so much time on your hand. Obviously, you still got sports and everything on top of that, whatever you're doing in the off season. But yeah, that no school. It's just like friendship, freedom. That's summing up for me in summers.
Was there did you go to camps? Did you, was there certain chores that were only happening during the summer because you didn't have time to do them during the school year?
Luckily I had 3 older brothers. So mowing, I got to split it up a little bit. Wasn't too brutal, but yeah.
Question. Were you paid to mow your own house?
No, that's expected. That's expected if you're living at the house there.
I'm gonna have to. Aubrey and Dominic are over here listening. Is the expectation that you get paid to mow your own lawn? I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna ask you: is the expectation now? Maybe not for you, but is the expectation for young people to get paid to mow their own lawn in the house that they live in? So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I at least for my dad, it was always kind of part of it, where especially growing up out on the farm, when you're doing the farm work and you're not necessarily getting paid for that, again, just doing small things. Right. It's not like I was out there working 40 hours with my dad, but yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the farmer, small part of that in me where it's just kind of expected to go get that done. But yeah, having 3 older brothers definitely helps in the chore service. I wasn't just absolutely being demanded to do everything, but yeah, no, summer's always been great for me in terms of just friends and just hanging out, especially when we moved to town. A lot of that chore stuff got a lot easier. I will say that much. The lawn got, instead of being absolutely massive in the backyard, just a smaller plot in town. But yeah, no, that's how I kind of sum up my summers.
Did you have summer camps or anything that
you
went to?
If I was doing too, yeah.
Okay. Did you go to a camp, I don't want to say Camp Kentucky, but anything did you ever go to anything like that annually?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. There was a few local camps around here, nothing big down the Lincoln area. Okay. I think I went one up to one in Yankton. I can't remember the name, but our football team up at Cedar Catholic, I'm familiar with it. We'd have something every summer. We'd usually, I don't think we kept it consistent, but yeah, we'd always have a football camp to go to, and those were tough. Okay. When you're in that summer mode, but you get through it. You always have a good time.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned earlier we got some guests, and I kind of early prepped them for a question, so I want to bring them in. We have got Scholar Aubrey, and then we've also got Scholar Dominic. And I'm going to let them tell us a little bit who they are and where they're from. But to answer the question, first off, if you're mowing, and it doesn't have to be you, but do your peers expect to be paid to mow your own lawn? Aubrey?
No.
No?
Not really.
Not okay. Okay, Dominic, what about you?
Nah, because it just depends on what you're doing and how much you're doing it.
Okay.
If I'm doing it a lot, probably.
Okay.
But every once in a while, nah.
Okay, so is once a week a lot?
Nah, because the grass in the summertime, it will grow faster because it's raining and the sun's out more. But like maybe if it's like twice or 3 times a week, yeah, I would expect it.
Okay.
And we do got JP from the text line saying it was part of my allowance. So there's a few ways to look at this.
Ooh, okay, built in. Well, anybody else, go ahead and text in. But with that being said, Dominic, I want to go ahead and start with you. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit who you are, where you're from, and then we'll kind of build off that. Who's in your family, etc.
My name is Dominic Yancey. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm an upcoming freshman at Omaha North High School.
Okay.
The
Vikings.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm 14. I play football, basketball, I run track.
Tell us who's in your family.
My family, my dad, my mom, obviously. I got 2 little brothers.
Hang on, we're gonna have to go back now. Give your mom and dad's name. You got a little quiet on the mom now, so I want to make sure she feels that love now. I don't want her to drive up here from Omaha. She'll be here by the end of the show now. Snatch you up.
My dad's name is William Yancey.
Okay.
He's from Arizona. My mom's name is Randy Yancey, and she's from Omaha too. And then I got 2 little brothers. One's 6 and one's 2.
And what's their name? Because I'm sure they're up listening right now.
The 6-year-old, his name is Lennox, and then the 2-year-old's name is Winston.
Okay.
I mean, the 1-year-old's name is Winston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any pets or anything?
No. I hope to have like a dog or something, but that's probably not gonna happen.
Okay, he put the wish out. He pushed the wish out. Dad's out there listening. So I haven't seen him put his hands up, be like, no, that ain't happening. Aubrey, what about you? Tell us where you're from, and then we'll talk about who's in your family.
Okay. I'm from Sterling.
Now tell for people who may not know, where is Sterling?
It's kind of by like Adams.
Okay.
If you guys know where Adams is. I'm going into 6th grade.
Okay, and who's in your family?
My mom, Kaylee Wyand, she's from Lincoln, and then my dad, Jordan Wyand, he's from Lincoln too. And my younger sister, Aria, she's 8. And then Owen, my younger brother, he's 5.
Fantastic. And so any pets?
Yeah, we have 1 dog.
Okay.
2 cats. I have a leopard gecko, and then we have 6 chickens.
Okay, so I was going to ask for names, but that's a lot. But so I want to know, I think we all in the audience want to know, all of us in the studio want to know the name of the leopard gecko. Coco. And what is a leopard gecko? I mean, is it just something with leopards, like kind of like it's got a bunch of different spots, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of just like
I like that. I just hadn't heard of one, so I'm gonna go to PetSmart and go ahead and see if I can pick me up one on that. So both of you talked about you're from, I don't want to say out of area, because when you talk about Nebraska, you talk about Lincoln, Omaha, Sterling. It's in the area. 93.7 The Ticket is worldwide, so we want to make sure that that's there. Aubrey, start with you. Just tell us a little bit about like what makes Sterling so special. Like, what is something that like people like just wouldn't know that, you know, about Sterling, and why it's just a great place to kind of live?
Well, because it's so small, like everyone just knows each other. So like if we need something, we can just go to like our neighbors or something, and like just like the public is just like good and stuff.
Awesome. Like that. Dominic, you're in Omaha. You said, you know, your dad's from Arizona. We've had some conversations, and so kind of tossed it up a little bit. But what makes where you're at, you went to Buffett, am I correct?
Yeah.
And then you're going to Omaha North. What makes that community so special to you?
Well, the community, like, I know a lot of people in the community. A lot of people that I know are going to my school. And some of the people that I went to middle school with are going to my high school with me. So why at my high school, and I have a special connection with them, right? Because I know them for a couple years now, and Yeah, like I have somebody and some people that I could trust.
Okay.
And at my school because I'm about to be a freshman in high school and there's many upperclassmen older than me and stuff.
I like that. And you're
And
gonna make that transition. So
yeah.
what are you most excited about going to Omaha North, going to high school?
I'm not really excited about like school, but
Okay.
I am excited about football and basketball and track because um that's that's a main part of why I wanted to go there because they had a really good football team,
Okay.
basketball team, and track. But um the school part, I've gone there while they were in school session.
Okay. Okay. So you
And
got to visit during
yeah.
those like kind of orientation type days and everything.
Yeah, I got to see their environment in school. The school was nice. It was clean. Everybody was nice to each other. I went in a couple classes.
Okay.
Yeah, everything was cool. I liked their forgot what it was called. It was like some technology stuff
Okay.
there. I like that. There,
I'll have to look up. I know North has a kind of a specific focus, but I'll have to look that up. Quickly, Aubrey, I'm just curious. You talked about like, what makes Sterling kind of a unique community. What's a shout out to somebody that's in the community that you're like, hey, they're listening, but they kind of help make Sterling great, whether it's a friend, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a neighbor. Who would, if you go into Sterling, who do we got to go meet?
Josh Pfeiffer, he helps me with like basketball and stuff, and he'll just like open the gym. If anyone wants to go shoot, and he'll like work on drills with you. And yeah.
Okay. So Josh Pfeiffer, I know he's listening and everything. Got to give a shout out to him because, like I said, definitely the person when you go into Sterling, just go ahead and honk your horn and say, where's Josh at? I won't make you get out his address or his cell phone number quite yet till we know
That's a big deal, though. If you know the guy that's going to open up the gym for you, I think every town's got that guy. So shout out Josh. That's a big deal.
Without question. Without question. So, Aubrey, we didn't talk about, like, what are you involved in? Dominic shared a number of things he's involved in, but what are you involved in, whether it's athletic, whether it's just extracurricular or home?
I do basketball, track, volleyball, and I'm taking some band lessons this summer.
Okay. Band. That's it. So what do you play in band?
The clarinet.
We got a bond right here. Harrison knows that right there. So I played clarinet too. Clarinet. Well,
easy outplayed.
Okay, I battled for last chair for 4 years. Okay, so I held it down. So clarinet. Dominic, what about you? Any instruments or any musical talents? Maybe sing, vocal, artistic, create, write?
I don't got any musical talents. I used to play an instrument in 5th and 6th grade, but I stopped. I didn't really like it.
Okay.
But
What instrument?
I played the clarinet too.
See, look. See, Harrison's gonna fill you in on what he played.
Trombone. The woodwinds were too hard for me. I tried it. I did not pass the test, so they gave me the trombone.
So you did that. Music. Okay. So favorite artist before we go into break.
My favorite artist right now is probably Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. He's putting in work. He is putting in work right now. Aubrey, what about you? If you go to any concert, any artist, who would it be?
Taylor Swift, probably.
Okay. Both mainstream. We've had a little bit of a mix on both. Well, hey, we're gonna go to break. And when we come back, we opened a segment kind of talking about just summer involvements and summer things. And I've seen both of you all engaged in different things during the summer. So we want to know if kind of what's going on now for involvement for youth is the same as what was going on when Harris and I were doing it back in the day, and then things you've been engaged in. So we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
Kingdom Sports Minute with Ron Brown. The odds are not good for any high school or college athlete reaching the pros. For some, the journey takes longer and has unexpected twists and turns. An example would be Kurt Warner, who was ultimately inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but not before his career path took more than a few wrong turns. He was undrafted during training camp. He spent 3 seasons in the Arena Football League before eventually signing with the St. Louis Rams as a backup quarterback. King David experienced many rough spots on his own path when he moved the Ark of the Covenant covenant. God directed the ark to be moved from Levi's tribe, carried by poles inserted into the gold side rings. In 1 Chronicles 13:1, David consulted many human advisors, but he forgot to consult God. Though he took 30,000 men, placed the ark on a new cart, and made a great show of the procession, he did not do the right thing. He did it the wrong way. The problem was disobedience to God's word. God only blesses his work done in his way, and God cares about the details.
Visit kingdomsports.online.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Summer is here, and it's time for Acres postseason planter parts sale. Save big on all in-stock John Deere planter parts. Get an automatic 10% off on your purchase, or get 15% off when you spend $5,000 or more. Buy over $10,000 and get a whopping 20% off. Visit your local Acres location today and stock up on planter parts and save thousands. Hurry, this sale ends July 31st or while supplies last. Acres, solutions for every field.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Evan Cooper was Matt Rule's dude, right, with prospect identification. How do you think Nebraska's philosophy and process changed with Evan Cooper out the door?
That's such a great question. Turn back towards, Sean Padden and Ryan Callahan and Vince Ginta and those guys that are in the recruiting room. They're no slouches.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Old School with DP and J.
You have to get ready for this long haul of a season that you put, hopefully, your blood, sweat, and tears into training to be in your best form. And whatever team does it at a higher percentage, that means if you have 100 players and you do it at a 90%, 90% of the guys do it on a 90% basis, generally it correlates to what your wins and losses.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, and joined as always on the ones and twos with Harrison. Harrison, how can people get in touch with us if they want to?
Yeah, as always, 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Heyman text line. Will be open for you guys all Sunday long. And if you want to put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, Allo, Channel 961, all great ways to do so. You can comment through there as well.
And a huge shout out to Allo as well. Like I said, we talked earlier about supporters, and they have continued to be true supporters of not only the station, but also just Bigger Than the Score. And so we've got two scholar guests in from the area, and I'm really excited about that because, as we talk about kind of the station and its reach and who it's impacting, it's not just Lincoln, but it's also the surrounding areas. And we also like to say, going worldwide. But we've got Aubrey, who is from Sterling. And she has kind of shared with us who to talk to in Sterling. So when you go into Sterling, not only see Aubrey, but also Josh, right?
Yeah.
Josh, go ahead and look Josh up. And then we've got Dominic, is from Buffett Middle School in Omaha, and is going to transition, is going to be a first-year scholar at Omaha North this year. So keep an eye out for Dominic Yancey out there doing his thing. And so we were talking during the break a little bit about summer and what that looks like for you. And so, Dominic, I want to start with you. Like, what does your summer look like as a scholar in the summer of 2024? I think it's got to look maybe a little bit different than what it looked like for Pete Ferguson and Harrison Arns.
My summer is pretty busy.
Okay.
Every summer, we go camping. Sometimes out. I forgot what it was called, but we go camping in some cabins for maybe a couple days, 4 days. And then after that, I got football.
Okay.
Workouts every morning, 7:45 to 10:30. And then I got
That's a champion. That's trying to win championships right there over at North.
And then I got basketball workouts too.
Okay.
That's from Monday to Thursday. And then I got Friday and the weekends off. And then yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. I went to the esports camp.
Okay. And tell those that may not be as familiar. I know there's kind of a buzz right now going on with some game that's coming out, but what is esports for those that may not be familiar or a little bit more seasoned in their ages?
Esports is like competitive gaming. You can make a lot of money off of it. You could compete in multiple games that you want to play. Sometimes the games that you want to play, you can't play.
Okay.
The rules in the game aren't implied to competitive gaming.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what esports is. Hopefully, college football 25 will be in competitive. You can play competitively. So if that's true, I'll most definitely be doing that.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk a little bit about that. And you have a connection not only to the station, but to somebody that really knows about esports and e-gaming. And so who's that and what's that connection?
My connection is Amon Green.
Okay.
He's my uncle.
Okay.
He played down at Nebraska. He went to the NFL for over a decade, I think. He actually invited me to the camp.
Okay.
I didn't even know about it
right.
until my dad said something. But yeah, he kind of introduced me to esports a couple years ago. I never really got into it. But
what's your game of choice right now? If you were gonna compete with somebody, you'd be like, I'm gonna smash whoever I go up against.
Probably Madden or 2K.
Okay. Madden or 2K? What's the play that you run in Madden? What's just go ahead. Nobody can stop it, even if you tell them what it is. You can't stop it, even if you know what play I'm running.
The play is called verticals.
Okay.
So you want me to explain it?
No, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. I'm gonna ask that play's called vertical, and I want to know what team.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I think I know where this is going.
Okay. We're gonna make a quick pivot to Aubrey. Dog. Okay, good choice, Lamar. You got a running and passing threat. Aubrey, what about you? What does summer look like for you in 2024? And what have you been engaged with? What have you done?
I've been doing a lot of basketball, like in the gym.
Okay.
I've been doing band lessons, like I said. We've been going swimming with our friends and stuff. Just like hanging out with friends.
And recently, I got to see you, but you've gone to some camps. And so you got to go to my former coach's, Mike Trader's Mid-America basketball camp. And so talk a little bit about that experience. I want to say this is maybe like your 4th year going, and you got to do the overnight thing and had some success there as well. So I know you're going to be modest, but talk little bit about that camp experience and what that was like.
Yeah, it was like a lot of fun. You get like stay in like dorms in the night, kind of like a college student. You get to work on like a lot of drills and stuff, meet like new people, people that you already knew and stuff. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun seeing like the coaches again.
Awesome. And any shout outs to any specific coach that was there that kind of hyped you up and were doing your thing? Because I've seen that camp for years. I actually worked that camp when I was in college. And so, who's a coach there, and what was a piece of advice that they gave you that you're like, you know what, that was dead on. That's going to help me get better.
I'm going to do his nickname, Mr. Clean.
Okay. Mr. Clean. So for those that don't know, it's Mr. James Lowry, who's the coach. He's also a tennis coach out at Grand Island Central Catholic out there, and used to be a player at Hastings College.
Yeah. He's just always like, you got like next play, and he'll like always just make me like laugh and stuff.
Love that. And what does that mean when somebody says you got next play?
Like if you messed up like the last time, like just try to do it right like the next time.
Okay. Love that. Dominic, we talked about advice. So she talked about Mr. Clean, Coach Lowry giving a piece of advice. What is the best piece of advice that you've received that you've taken with you to this day and you kind of still operate from?
My dad always tells me you can only control 2 things, attitude and effort. And that's what every time I play sports or do something, that's what I go by, attitude and effort, because that's the only things I can control. I can control how I act, I can control how hard I play, how hard I do things, and if I do those things correctly, the result will most likely end up good for me because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
That attitude and effort, that's one of my favorites right there. I always like to pose this because sometimes people don't know, like, what's the first step to having a positive attitude or putting in effort. So if they're like, that sounds great, but like, what is that first step I need to take? Give an example.
So let's say you play like wide receiver, so you play football and you drop a pass. You just got to forget that play as soon as it happens. You got to forget it, make it leave your brain, and move on to the next play. Make sure, and when it happens, it's going to happen. Like, it's inevitable. You're going to drop a pass. You're going to make a bad throw. And that's why you just got to get rid of that memory and then move on and make a better memory out of it.
No, I love that. If you're tuning in, we've got Dominic Yancey, who is from Omaha and is a esport multi-involved connoisseur. And then we've got Aubrey, who's from Sterling, Nebraska, and has talked about it and given some tremendous advice. Aubrey, I'm curious from you, what is a piece of advice that you would give parents that parents need to hear from young people? And it doesn't necessarily need to be your parents. You got, all of a sudden she got this real big smile or whatever else. She's like, okay, I got to get a ride home. But what is a piece of advice from young people that parents need to hear?
Can't think right now.
Okay. Well, let me ask Dominic, what's a piece of advice that you have, and then I'm going to come right back to you.
A piece of advice that I have is, we should all eat the same food. Cause
okay, explain that one to me.
Sometimes, like
he's outlawing the kiddie menu, Harrison. Hey, right there, every restaurant in town, no more kiddie menus.
Because sometimes my parents, they'll go out to eat,
Okay.
and then they won't take me or my brothers with them. So, and then it makes me a little upset. But I understand sometimes because we could be a little out of control, but I understand they have to get their alone time.
Okay.
And but I do want to eat the same food that they're eating sometimes.
Man, I love that. I love that. We've asked that a number of times, and I think that one.
Yeah,
that
I heard
one
the laughter from through the window.
I was going to say that one's got to elevate on the scale. So, Aubrey, with that being said, what's a piece of advice that you would have for parents?
Yeah, I would like say the same thing because like if Aria like eats something different and then Owen wants like the same thing, so then he doesn't eat his food.
Okay. I love that. What is a piece of advice that you would have for you're getting ready, school starting here in a month, give or take a month. I know, Aubrey, I think you said August 19th after the fair, for you all, Johnson County Fair. Am I correct on that? Okay. What's a piece of advice? A lot of educators are doing professional investment and development right now. What's a piece of advice that you would have for them going into the school year?
Just work hard, keep your grades up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dominic, what about you? What's a piece of advice that you would have for teachers or educators as they get ready to start the year?
Be more understanding of the students, because sometimes they don't have the resources at home to actually get where they want to be or get or be who they want to be. So just be more understanding and give us some less homework.
Okay.
Because we go to school for like 8 hours a day just to go back home and do more schoolwork.
Okay.
So that just doesn't make doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Aubrey, basketball. You said that's something that I know you're passionate about. And I've seen you develop and play and Harrison, she is I don't say that she's a gym, just a gym connoisseur. Young lady has always put the ball up and defense and does all aspects of the game. Why do you enjoy basketball so much? Like what makes it something that you're like, okay, this is a passion that I have?
Well, you could always get better, like at shooting, defense, and like if my friends on the same team as me, so I get to see them more, and like just watching like basketball is just like I love it.
Awesome. What brings you joy as part of the game? Like what's something that just like it gives you a feeling that nothing else, like that sport gives you that nothing else can give you? Is it playing the game? You talked about friends. Is it just a certain aspect of getting better each time you hit the floor?
Yeah, I like getting better. Like every time I try to like get like 1% better and stuff, and like the games, I just love the games and stuff.
Okay. What do people have to watch out for when they line up against you? Like I said, we asked about the play. Okay. We asked about the play in Madden. If they get up against Aubrey, they're not going to be able to stop it, even if they know, because you put that much time into it. What is like Klay Thompson and, LeBron and Candace Parker, all of them, Brittany Griner, all have their stuff. What's the one thing that's the Aubrey Deluxe?
My threes.
Okay.
And then like the moves for down low and stuff.
Okay. The threes and the moves down low. You got to watch out for that. Okay. So Dominic, quickly for you, like what brings you joy? You talked about sports and athletics, but I mean, is it family? Is it just, breathing air? What's something that brings you joy?
My brothers, seeing them every day. They always make me excited to do something. They make me happy. Like my little brother Winston, every time I see him, he's always happy, he's excited. He runs over to me, he hugs me. Lennox, he's always trying to play video games with me, play any games with me. He wants to go outside with me. He wants to play football with me. He wants to work out with me. They always want to do something with me, and that makes me feel very happy, because I know people, they care for me. Sometimes we get into arguments, we get into fights, but after that, after a couple minutes, we're all back to having fun and just playing and enjoying ourselves.
Fantastic. Well, hey, can't end on a better note on that. We're going to go to break on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. We'll be right back with Aubrey and Dominic.
Do you have a new address or phone number? Update your info with Powerline, LES's outage reporting system. Visit les.com/powerline or call 402-475-4211 to sign up.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey, Nebraska! Registration is officially closed for the 40th Annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games will feature 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. If you didn't sign up but want to follow along for results or watch the action yourself, go to CornhuskerStateGames.com. Thanks to our partners, Nebraska Orthopedic Center, Pepsi Cola, Nebraska Medical Association, and Farmers Mutual of Nebraska.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, and joined on the ones and twos with Harrison. And in studio, we've got phenomenal young guests who are throwing it out there, also educating us, but also we got a Post-it note to get educated as well. So we'll share that in a minute. But we've got Aubrey, who is from Sterling, Nebraska, and Aubrey has shared a little bit about what makes Sterling so special, the things that she's been involved with. And then we also got Dominic, who is from Omaha and is getting ready to be a first-year scholar over at Omaha North High School and be a Viking as well. So Aubrey, as we're talking a little bit about mascots, what is Sterling's mascot?
A jet.
It's a jet. Okay. How you feel about that? You okay with that, or?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to change it or not. What are you most excited about getting ready to, you're going into 6th grade. What are you most excited about entering 6th grade?
Seeing my friends like every day.
Okay.
And then like meeting new teachers and stuff.
Do you know who one of your teachers is?
Yeah.
Okay, who is it?
The room that I'll be in like most, but I also have like different rooms, is Miss Matkins.
Okay, so Miss Matkins. So what is Miss Matkins getting from Aubrey when she walks in the classroom? Like, just like give me one or two characteristics that she's gonna be like, okay, I'm glad she's here.
Working hard and having a good attitude.
Fantastic. And then a shout out to a friend. She's not leaving anybody out now, but give a shout out to one friend and what makes her so special. Or him.
Savvy.
Okay.
She's always pushing me, and like if I'm not like doing something good, she'll come over and help me and stuff.
All right, good stuff. Savvy, what's up? Dominic, what about you? When you come into space, like what do you add to space when you come into that space, whether it be a classroom, whether it be a team?
What's something that makes you unique?
I add leadership. I'm always willing to help people and lead, no matter what it is. In the classroom, I'll ask people if they need help. I'll demonstrate whatever we're doing. If it's sports, I'll do the same thing. I'm always willing to put in the extra work, extra effort, um, to get better and to do better as a person.
Awesome. So we make a foundation of the things that we do on love, and DP station owner lays it out so eloquently with love prints and the things that he does. And so we ask the individuals to finish this prompt. Love is. And so Dominic, I'm going to ask you first. Finish like when you hear love is, and finish that.
Love is. That's a pretty good question.
Okay.
I need to think about that one.
Okay. Aubrey, what about you?
I need to think too.
Okay. We're gonna come back because I want to make sure. And so another thing is, well, before you like, what are some future plans and aspirations that you have for yourself? And before I go to that, Aubrey, we asked Dominic about like his favorite teams and players and things like that. What about you? Like you and your family do some traveling and go watch some games. You went and saw UConn, got your picture with Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
And so who do you look up to? And who do you admire and why?
Paige Beckers.
Okay.
Her attitude's like good and stuff, and like how she plays is just like really good.
Okay. And is that your favorite person, athlete of all time, or like what is the professional or anybody else?
And like in college.
Okay. Who's pro for you?
For the WNBA, I would say AJ Wilson from Las Vegas Aces.
Good pick. What makes her so like just somebody that stands out to you?
Like her post moves are just like I probably could never do them.
Okay. And then last, I'm going to actually go down because I think sometimes we don't do this. What about high school or one of your peers? Who's somebody that you look up to, high school or one of your peers?
She graduated 2 years ago, but it was Macy Richardson. Now she's playing in Minnesota for softball.
Okay. Fantastic. Is she from Sterling as well?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Macy, you definitely have made an impact. What about Dominic? You talked about individuals. What about you? Who's somebody that you admire?
As like an athlete or like
just as a person or it doesn't have to be an athlete, but just as a general individual.
I admire CJ Stroud from the Texans. Just the way he carries himself. He's not afraid to say anything. He's always saying what's on his mind. He helps out people. He cares for his environment and his community. And he's a great athlete. I watch his film all the time. And I see posts and videos of him just speaking the truth. And that's how I want to be. I want to speak the truth. I want to carry myself in a positive way and help people out whenever they need it.
Powerful. So again, love is. I want to know what that love is, Aubrey. You were to give a definition. Or Dominic, what about you? Yeah. Just the 3 words or 1 sentence?
I say love is powerful.
Love that.
Because you have to I believe you have to love something. You always love something, right? If you really want to do something, you have to love it to be able to be great at it. And that's what I think love is.
Like that. So future aspirations, future plans for you, whether it's the rest of the summer or 20 years from now, where are you at? Not where do you hope to be at, but where are you at, Aubrey? College. I mean,
yeah. Going to college for women's basketball and then hoping to go to the WNBA.
Okay. What school and what team would you want to play for?
Nebraska, or UConn.
Okay.
It's just UConn's like really far.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Okay. And protein?
Probably maybe Minnesota.
Okay. Like that. Mom's close enough to see. Dominic, what about you? Future plans, aspirations? Where do you see yourself?
In my future, I want to go to LSU for football. I want to make a professional sport. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to play sports and make generational money off of it, so I can help out my future family and my parents and my grandparents and everybody in my family. That's what I want to do. I love football, basketball, track. That's what I want to do is play sports for my career. Yeah, I see myself playing professional sports, going to LSU, and being a great person.
I love that. Love that. And so we're getting ready to close. Aubrey, 3 words or 1 sentence that you would have to people that are listening to pour into them to make them better.
Just work hard for you don't know if someone's watching you, like how Mike was watching you, wasn't watching you, but he saw that you were better than that one guy.
Yeah. And she's telling a story that when my coach came to recruit me, Harrison, he was actually looking for somebody else to recruit somebody else and ended up picking up me. He had no chance at the other guy anyway. So, he's bolstering why he got me, but I'll take it. Dominic, what about you? 3 words, 1 sentence that you would say to other people to lift them up.
I would say trust in God, because he always he's there for you at all times. No matter what it is, he's gonna be there for you. He forgives you. He loves you. He's always watching over you and he has a straight path for you. Whatever you're hoping for, he will guide you. He will make sure your life is as good as it can be. And yeah, that's 3 words I would say.
Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate both of y'all being on. We had Aubrey from Sterling, so keep an eye out. She's doing big things and going to be big time. And Dominic, who is entering his first year over at Omaha North. We do have to close by saying this. Your dad said when they don't bring the same food home, it's called date night. So it is a date night when you don't get the same food as your parents do that evening. That being said, we'll see you next week on 93.7 The Ticket, bigger than the score.